on people, Liberal Hill. They're just closing the background. Anyway, one take. Gonna do this real quick. Late Impact review. I know. But Impact. I've said it again, and this probably won't be the last time until you get the new TV deal. Friday night, 10 o'clock. It doesn't work. I don't even know what the perfect time would be because you have a lot of competitors. I don't understand Friday. Um, you got Monday Raw, Tuesday SmackDown, Wednesday NXT. Even though NXT really doesn't count. Like, let's be honest, NXT doesn't count because it's like what app only, whatever. So only the market of marks watches that show, and it's not that good. It's decent, but whatever. Thursday is open, but I don't know if that's gonna be AEW. So I'll either go Saturday, then you have to compete with the NXT pay per view, which again is NXT, or Wednesday, Friday, but a better time slot on Friday. Thursday, maybe. Definitely don't want to do Sunday. So you gotta pick Wednesday, Thursday, a better time slot on Friday, maybe Saturday. Anyway, let's get into the show overall. So let's start from the beginning, shall we? Let me see right here. They had the cold open, and the first match was Sabu and Rob Van Dam versus the North. The North win with the help of Moose. Moose comes out, pushes Rob Van Dam off the top rope, and that leaves Sabu by himself. The North hit him with like a double Gotch driver. Um, Weird match. Just weird because, for one, I'm not used to seeing Sabu wrestle like a regular match. And sorry about that. Draw some iron beer. It's like a new drink I found at Food Depot. It's supposed to be like made in like what? They say Cuba or something like that. It's like really heavily carbonated, but it tastes good. Like root beer and Dr. Pepper mixed together. But again, a lot of carbonation, a lot of burps. Anyway, so that sets up for the match between Rob Van Dam and Sabu. Not Rob Van Dam and Moose. But like I said, weird. It's just weird anytime you see Sabu not doing anything and Scream, although he did like do stuff like throwing the chair, which I guess it's just legacy in for Sabu, just throwing chairs around. I guess um, even the chair thing, like the Arabian Facebuster, like I guess he just has that thing where he can just do hardcore stuff in the middle of a match and there's no disqualification, which they all even been able to explain that. He just does it. Um, anyway, yeah. So Moose comes out, distracts Rob Van Dam, or pushes him off of the top rope. North get the win, and then Tommy Dreamer comes out, pushes Moose back in the ring, and he gets beat up by all three of them. Robin Allen's about to hit the Van Terminator. Moose rolls out. They have a clip backstage where Moose and the North get into it, and Moose proclaims that he's going to take out all the ECW originals. God, it's EC3. Um, he's going to start with Tommy Dreamer. So he's going to Tommy Dreamer, then Sabu, and I guess by the time we get to Slammiversary, Rob Van Dam. So, hey, storyline, people. All right, moving past that. Moving past that. Oh, you have Havoc versus female jobber. Uh, yeah, man. Havoc just like her first run, she was dominant, and she's been dominant on the Indies, and she just a very imposing force. Looks great. Looks like she's slimmed down a little bit, but still has like the huge legs and all that. Just a a real female monster. I want to say in that sense some Awesome Kong, but Awesome Kong I don't know, like it, I want to do that comparison of like monster females, but Awesome Kong, it just like when she came into TNA, there was that real fear among the entire locker room, and just right now, I'm not getting that as far as Havoc showing that for the whole locker room. Now, granted, was it there when she first came in? Not really. I mean, she got beat by Taryn Terrell, whereas Awesome Kong, it took months for her just to like get defeated. She was tearing ass like cheap toilet paper. Um, and I think with James Mitchell as her manager, they can't really screw this up because you have a woman that's a complete monster that looks different from all of the women on the roster. She has this guy that fits her gimmick well. Um, Darkness, sort of whatever. You got the devil looking guy, James Mitchell. He talks great on the mic. So I don't see where they could mess this up at. So James Mitchell, after having completely beats the living hell out of this female wrestler, um, Mitchell gets on the mic. He's like, "Okay, Rosemary, you had Su Young, whatever. We got her back, and in order to repay Havoc for doing this for me, I'm going to lead her to the women's title. And on the way, she's going to use your body as a launch pad." Pretty much setting up a triple threat at Slammiversary. Um, Rosemary versus Havoc versus Johnny Impact's wife, Tyra Valkyrie. And I think that should be a great match. Who would I give the belt to? You, you kind of want to take it off Taya, but then if you take it off Taya, do you want to switch it to another heel to heel chain with Havoc, or do you want to go back to Rosemary? I know people have been clamoring for Rosemary to get the title. I would think you would put on Havoc and then have Havoc go on this long run, then have Rosemary get the title probably like at the beginning of next year. Anyway, so yeah, Havoc's back, and look, like I said before, Havoc. I don't know, man. Like, respect the in-ring wrestling. Look, the racist tweets, they just can't be forgiven, man. Like, I don't care how old you are, you were, or whatever. You tweet something like that out, it sticks with you, and it's not like she's done things community-wise or anything else that shows like, you know, she's really sorry for these tweets. She's sorry that she missed money, but is she really sorry that she used the N word or discriminated against Mexicans? I don't know, but I'll leave that to the side and just respect the wrestling. I mean, that's really all you can do because, I mean, whatever. Although, you know, like I said, I'm not a fan of it. Moving on, you had uh, Great Gama's son, the bald guy, versus Cody Dinner. Why is this even a thing? Like, be honest with me. Like, Diners versus the Desert Hit Squad feud. It just reminds me that Roji Rod, I can't pronounce the name, but this guy's getting wasted. This guy has personality. Like, and he's in this feud with this guy who's like, then he's in a feud with the other guy, Cody Dinner, who's Then you got um, cousin Jake, who could be like a big star for the company in the future. Just like Roger Rod, it's two teams. One has two pieces of shit dead weight, and two has two guys that are they could be future stars for their company. And it's a complete disconnect when the pieces of shit are wrestling. Like, you just don't care. because it's nothing. Um, this his Rick Gom's son wins. Who cares? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Who cares? You have Michael Elgin backstage talking about how he's putting people in the hospital and he doesn't need help. Blah 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 blah. In comes Magnum Impact. What is up with Johnny Impact? Like, he lost the title. He went from a Hollywood movie star to just chilling backstage, Hawaiian shirt. I, I thought having like Johnny Bravo with him would be like it would just be generic and whatever. Johnny Bravo being Impact's sniveling, slimy henchman is such a great touch. Like I don't know why. It's just like you got Bravo and his wife and like complete douchebags. You have this do boy right behind them, and it just works so perfect. Um, anyway, moving past that, you have Rosemary talking about how she's gonna get the title back, and they're on a collision course. Yeah, you know Rosemary promos. Uh, Impact flashback, Samoa Joe versus Lashley. WWE fanboys, this is the best that Lashley and Samoa Joe have ever done. But this is better than anything they've done in WWE. Don't at me. This was a great match. But then again, I don't want to see flashbacks on Impact. Like, come on. Like, get out of here. That's trash. Like, complete trash. I hate flashbacks. And then you had Sami Callihan coming into the women's locker room and talking to Tessa, saying that she stuck her nose. I don't know why you didn't say chin. That would have been more funny, but I guess try to be serious. And then it ends up with Tessa challenging Jake Chris to a match next week, which uh, that should be good. I mean, I've seen Tessa wrestle like lesser male wrestlers, and she's turned those into great matches. So versus Jake, that should be something to watch. Then you had Madison Rayne defeating Jordan Grace. Um, you have Kira Hogan like on the commentary, and she has her hair dyed blue now, and she's now the Blue Flame. That's whatever, I guess, because she's from Atlanta or whatever. Blue Flame and all that stuff. It goes together. Uh, she gets into the match by distracting Jordan Grace. Uh, I mean, this feud is just so inconsequential because I understand like they're trying to make Kiro into this like badass and like no friends, but really Jordan Grace versus Kiro, like where are you going with this? Anyway, Madison Rayne gets the win with the Crossroads, the Cross Rain. Then moving past that, we have Killer Cross defeating Sandman. Yeah, whatever. It's Killer Cross versus Sandman. Then you have LAX beating up the Rascals in the clubhouse. You have a New York cam, aka Stump cam, happening in this segment. That's setting up for Slammiversary, Rascals versus LAX. Then you have Scarlett Bordeaux interviewing Taya. She tells her that she's going to be facing Su Yung next week, which, again, setting the ball in motion for the triple threat. Havoc's going to be out there. You kind of can see it. Then you have the main event, Willie Mack versus Michael Elgin. Elgin wins. Pretty much beats up everybody. Beats up Willie, beats up S Division champion. I forgot his name. Rick Swan. And then he beats up Johnny Impact. Impact comes out to help him. He ends up suplexing him. Then he goes out on the outside and power bombs Willie Mack into the side post. And I like this gimmick of Michael Elgin. This hospital thing. I was thinking when he first did this to Brian Cage that this would get kind of old and it really wouldn't have any substance. But since Brian Cage has been out, and that's another thing, I hate when champions are out, but it works in this set. You're building up Michael Elgin as this guy who's can beat up people and put them in the hospital. And what better way to do that than to have Cage sit out for weeks, months, or at least a month at a time and lick his wounds. And who is it? Because of Elgin. So it makes Elgin look dangerous. It makes him look like this guy that took down the guy called the Machine. And he sat him down for this a period of time. So it ups his credibility as a guy that can hurt people. Granted, with this happening, either it's going to propel Brian Cage to look like a really cool badass when he comes back, or it decreases Elgin by, saying, okay, you put the guy in the hospital, but he came back and whipped your ass. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go in this direction as far as the title. Do you, promote Elgin and say, okay, this guy, he's just putting people in the hospital, let's throw the title on him, or do you have this triumphant story of Cage coming back from his injuries and overcoming the man that put him in the hospital and the injuries that almost ended his career? Is where do you want to go with that storyline? And also, are they gonna bring Brian Cage back before Slammiversary on television, or are they gonna bring him back on the day of the pay-per-view? It's an interesting dichotomy. How far do you want to take Elgin being this guy who hurts people? It's gonna be interesting to see these upcoming weeks. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Probably do a live stream in probably 15-20 minutes. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.